This is the Viziuuy always on video VZ3PT3 security camera. Got it right here. In fact, we've had this camera and I've been playing around with it for 2 or 3 weeks, and I've experimented with both of the different power options, charging options, and been experimenting with a whole bunch of the different settings and the functionality, and honestly I don't have much bad to say about it. There are a couple of points which I'll mention later, but first let's talk about what's good about this camera, and there's a lot to like. By the way, I just wanted to quickly let you know that if you are interested in checking out this product for yourself, I'll leave a link down below in the video description so you can check it out. Firstly, it's 2K. It's 2K quality. Like, isn't that amazing? 2K, it's always on, always powered if you want to use the solar panel, which is my preferred option. I'll talk more about that in a moment. Always powered, always recording, 24/7, always recording. 65-foot night vision. I think it's up to 90 feet range during the day. Oh, and this is a cool feature, auto tracking. So let me explain what that is, because when we first noticed the camera sitting around our home in a few different positions, we're playing around with it, we noticed when we walked past, it would start panning, it would start moving around and following us around, and we're like, what is that? That's kind of strange. And then we realized that's the auto tracking functionality. So if this was outside your property, when a person is detected, the camera automatically follows them around, so you can keep an eye on them, which is exactly what you want if someone is snooping around on your property. So that is really, really cool. And check this out, the camera is currently not powered, not connected. In fact, it hasn't been powered or connected for about a week. I don't know exactly, but approximately a week. And the battery obviously still has some residual charge because it's still powered. I'm still getting notifications on my phone when we walk past and a person is detected, and it's gonna do it right now. I don't know, but I looked at it immediately before turning on the camera here, and I was still getting notifications on my phone, and you can still, in the app on your phone, still click in and watch the video recording in real time. So amazing that the battery is still able to power the device after so long without power. And why that is important is, obviously, if you are going to use the solar panel, the solar charger, to power the camera, which is my preferred way to do it, you know, maybe there's a few days of rain, or yeah, you know, like, obviously it's not sunny all the time in most places, so that's cool. And look, I don't know how long this could survive and still be powered, even if you'd had like a week of rain or 2 weeks of rain. I don't know, but what I can say is it hasn't had any power for about a week and it still works. So that's something that I really, really like about it. A couple of things that I don't like about the camera, and again, not much here to complain about really, but I did use the other method of powering the camera, and that's USB. And I don't like this for a couple of reasons. Firstly, the USB cable, it's only about 3 feet long, maybe even slightly less than 3 feet long. So that means that you need to position the camera, where you install the camera, it needs to be within like 2.5, 3 feet of power. And obviously that's not going to work for everybody. But the thing that I really didn't like about it was I found the USB actually got really hot, like kind of concerningly hot. So that's, you know, I just prefer not to use that. I would prefer to use solar. It's just nice. And look, this cable is pretty long, right? This cable, you can see here, I measured it, it's about 9 feet long. Now, that means that you could potentially have the solar panel, the solar charger, somewhere to take advantage of the optimum sun most of the time, and your camera could actually be up to 9 feet, or yeah, I guess we've got a little bit of cable here as well, so it could be 9 feet away, like almost 3 meters away. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, honestly, not much else to say. One other thing that I think is perhaps both a positive and a negative, although I'll admit maybe it's just my fault, I need to spend a bit more time in the app exploring all of the features and functionality, but I just found the app experience to be a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot of power, a lot of features, a lot of functionality, and I just felt like I went into the app and like, okay, sure, I can use the basic functionality, I can click, I can watch the video, but there's a lot of stuff in there to explore. So I just felt like it could have been a little bit more simplified and a little bit more refined, but hey, it's an app, so I'm sure they can update it, and I'm sure they will update it over time. And like I said, I think I just probably also need to spend a bit more time in the app. Something else that is important to keep in mind, wherever you're thinking about installing and securing the camera, it needs to be within strong Wi-Fi coverage. That means, if your Wi-Fi only goes to a certain distance away from your router and you're thinking about putting this, really far away, it's probably not going to work there. So you need to think about which areas do you want to monitor with the camera, what's the Wi-Fi strength like in that location, and then, provided it's within strong Wi-Fi and either somewhere around that location you can get some sun, at least some of the time, or alternatively, you can power it with USB. It's going to work. But keep that in mind because I think that's important. Installation, easy. In fact, in the box, you get everything you need, obviously. You will need a power drill to get this properly set up, and you get the quick start guide, which is quite detailed. It goes through just about everything you can think about. It's not overwhelming. It's very easy to get through. A lot of it is actually self-explanatory. And something else I like is on the box somewhere, they mentioned the support email address. There it is, right there. After service email address. So after you've bought this camera, if you have any questions or if you're struggling with anything and you can't solve it yourself, just looking at the quick start guide for troubleshooting, then you can reach out and get in touch. And I think that's pretty cool as well. So overall, I think it's a great camera. I'm really impressed with it. Not much to complain about really. And hopefully this video was helpful. Hey, you're still here. Thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful. Let me know down below what you think about this product. If you get it, it'd be great to hear your opinion. And if you're still here, YouTube thinks you might like to watch this video next. Seriously,